Yes guys, and welcome back to another video. This is another trade of the week video that I'm giving you guys just to show you some more insights on how we take our trades and how we give out our trades and how we also benefit, and everybody else also who is an education student of ours also ends up benefiting with us too. Now, as you can see, we are mid New York session right now, so markets are very active, but I'm going to talk about a trade that we gave yesterday, exactly where this green arrow is. So on yesterday, it was the 8th of July, and exactly at around 8:30 a.m. I gave out a trade based on this very candle. So the candle was actually pushing, I think it was this, no, it was the candle after, sorry. So yeah, it was this very candle. Now, this was a buy signal trade, and this trade signal was given at, let me just check the exact prices just so we can make sure. So the price of the buy was 134,650. Our stop loss was 134,550, and our take profit was 135,500. I believe this should be a total of 95 pips. Sorry, 135. Take profit 135,500. 134,550, and entry price was 134,650. Yep, there we go. So we gave out this trade yesterday in our members telegram. Sorry, not members telegram, in our so that wasn't 5, this was 650 entry level, take profit and stop loss. I think this should have been about 500, I believe. Yeah, just to give it that extra space. Yeah, 15 pips stop loss. That's correct. So we gave out this trade yesterday, like I mentioned, in our morning outlook. Yeah, so we do a daily outlook every single morning. So a lot of our members always end up benefiting from this every single morning, and we also have a members telegram as well, where we have separate sniper trades as well. But yeah, sniper trade was actually given off on our live session. So I'm going to give you an insight on exactly how we found that trade. Now, I did say, there was a bit of support at this very level right here. And I said, if prices were going to break past this very support level, it's going to come down and hit this next support level. Now, this next support level was found previously by two double tops, as it was a very strong resistance. Now, price ended up pushing through that resistance, and now this same resistance should now turn over into a support. There's also a very strong trend line in place over here. So there are multiple confirmations. So the confirmations for this very trade, and let me tell you right now. So one of them was that this is a very strong support area. Yeah, this is the 1 hour time frame, and we solely took this trade only based on the 1 hour time frame only. Yeah, so 1 hour time frame, the first confirmation is that this was a support in place, and it was a very strong support in place. Next confirmation, prices did look very strong, as they had broken past this structure. So clearly it is very strongly uptrending. Thirdly, so the first one was support, next one was market structure, and thirdly we are looking for a bounce off the trend line. Yeah, and the fourth one is actually the candlesticks, but I did say buy anywhere along the trend line, but me personally, I told everybody to buy at around the 650 mark, because I noticed there was a pin bar and very strong bullish momentum in that last candle. So next candle ended up dropping and touching this support. Now, you could have bought here easily, no problem. That would have still given you a very good trade. Next candle ended up pushing right through And this is where I had noticed, you know what, this is the time to buy. The reason is, because momentum, as it was pushing down, I could see it slowing down. It was struggling to push through, and there was a lot of bulls, catapulting it right back up. So of course, immediately we said buy at 650. So 134 650, and look what happened straight after that. Ever since then, prices just started heading upwards. It did take quite some time for the take profit to be hit, because it came very close to it, at this very price, where it started matching the previous high. But I strongly believed still that 135 500 was a very good area. It's also 135 500 is also known as a fundamental area, due to institutions also selling at 135 500 as well, yes, or taking profits at around 135 500. That's a key psychological area for banks, institutions, and financial hedge funds. So we held out a little bit. Prices started retracing, but obviously at this point, stop losses were moved to the break-even point, and eventually it did actually hit our take profit of 95 pips, and 135 500 was finally hit, I believe, once this session started coming into play. So there was a bit of consolidation, and eventually straight afterwards, at around 5 a.m., that is when our take profits got hit. I wasn't watching it at 5 a.m. I actually went to sleep around that time. But when I woke up, the next day, well, today, in fact, I noticed, I woke up in 85 pips profit. So, well, very, very well done to everybody who took that trade. I'm going to do these videos very regularly, and we're also in another trade, which I will give you another insight on how we found that trade, over the next following few days. But yeah, so far this has been the trade of the week. I hope this has been very, very educational for you guys. And yeah, you see exactly how we place our trades based on technicals, and multiple confirmations, and how we come to bringing our trades so accurately to the entry point all the way to the exit point.